Let's talk about free speech. When you see people like Elon Musk say the UK or JD Vance say the UK doesn't have free speech, what's your response?
I do think the balance is out of whack here. I read, I think, in The Economist some weeks ago that the police are now arresting, I think, around 30 people or making 30 arrests per day related to online speech offences, and that those arrests are often made based on statute that was passed certainly well before AI and possibly well before, the internet fully flourished. And I certainly, when I've looked in some of the examples, I thought to myself, yeah, that's really unpleasant speech or egregious speech, but really surely a kind of a part of the definition of being in a free society is that people say ghastly things, offensive things, awful things, ugly things, and we don't sweep them under the carpet. Yeah, so on the one hand, I think there is a bit of a point. And I do think we need to think long and hard on this side of the pond about whether we've overdone it. And I think we have. I certainly think the way these pre-digital statutes are being applied.
But what's really interesting, put aside the individuals and who's making the argument, if someone says we don't have full free speech in the UK right now, it can't be labelled as a crazy right-wing thing to say.
No, I don't. And I think it's well. Look, I'm a liberal. I come from a sort of Gladstonian tradition of liberalism, and I think I'm never going to concede to anyone a greater sort of philosophical belief in the value of free expression. And I personally feel that over the last 10, 15 years on both sides of the Atlantic, but most prominently in the United States, progressives have completely lost the sort of North Star on free expression.